teachers have now made it here to Marjory Stoneman Douglas, past the new security, which is rather intense, and through the gates to the school. And now students are beginning to arrive. Students who tell me they arrived today, 14 days after the massacre, somewhat anxious, but also comforted, they say, by what they feel is not only a community, but a nation's warm embrace. This morning, as students and staff return to class, emotions are fragile. The new normal at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High includes armed deputies, counselors, and therapy dogs. Still, there's an atmosphere of hope.
I will get through this, and so will the rest of the Eagles. But
for many, the nightmare is still very raw, and returning to school, uncertain.
It's just something that's going to haunt me forever, I think.
Taryn Hibschman says by the grace of God, she left class early on Valentine's Day before the gunman started his rampage. This was her classroom. She later learned a bullet tore through her desk, and classmates on either side were killed.
It's going to be completely different, but we have to be strong and we have to move on.
That strength on display Tuesday night at a memorial vigil. And at an emotional committee hearing in Tallahassee, parents who lost children passionately debating a bill to tighten gun control laws.
And if we would have had these measures in place, I would not have to have buried my son.
Law enforcement sources telling NBC News confessed gunman Nicholas Cruz may have planned to unleash even more carnage. He had 5 additional fully loaded magazines, more than 150 unspent rounds. One of the magazines marked with a swastika. Coconut Creek police officer Michael Leonard, who captured Cruz after the massacre, honored by the Broward County Commission. Florida's governor now proposing significant security upgrades for all schools.
Metal detectors, we've got to invest in bulletproof glass, we've got to invest in steel doors.
Taryn Hibschman's mom has taken it a step further, going online to look for bulletproof backpacks for her kids. A ballistic backpack. That's needed today, after what you've been through? Me. And as for the students, it's back to school, the first day of their new normal. Today's wake-up call taking on new meaning. One student tweeting, "I've never anticipated a 6 a.m. alarm more in my entire life. Hashtag positive, passionate, proud to be an Eagle." When the students return here to campus today, they will go to the classrooms they were last in when the shooting began, unless they were in the freshman building, which of course is now sealed up. The idea is to get the students back together with the people they were with the moment of the crisis so that they can reunite. And while they'll be together today for a half day of school, it's not as if they're going to actually have books and teaching going on. This is a moment for the kids to talk to each other, to hug each other, and no doubt cry together.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.